Hazak Baruch. Boker Tov, everyone. Hazak Baruch for making the minyan. We're continuing in Halachot Hashkamat Boker in the Shulchan Aruch. So we mentioned yesterday the third halacha in the Shulchan Aruch. Ra'u l'chol yireh shamayim sheyeh mitzar v'doeg al churban bet hamikdash. It's proper that every God-fearing Jew should have sadness because of the destruction of the Bet HaMikdash. The Mishnah Brura continues on this point, and he says that the Mekubalim talk very highly about what's called Tikun Chatzot, that to wake up in the middle of the night, at midnight, or if you're up already, at the time of midnight. We spoke yesterday about how to calculate exactly when midnight is. That nowadays we're lucky, we have apps and we have different schedules that tell us exactly when Chatzot is, when Netz is, all the times. And the Mekubalim speak about how great this is to be saying this special tefillah of Tikun Chatzot and feeling the pain of the destruction of the Bet HaMikdash. He says that we know that Chatzot is the middle of the night, and that is, we know this from Selichot, when a person does Selichot at night, that from the beginning of the night until midnight is the harshest part of the night. And then, that's because night is din, is judgment. And then from Chatzot till the morning, that's called metikut din, when the din gets sweeter, because we're going now towards netz, towards sunrise, so the darkness is going away. So it's exactly at that time where he says you want to start a little bit before Chatzot, and that is where you're crying destruction about the Bet HaMikdash. And then when it hits Chatzot, things are getting sweeter. He says you should be learning Torah a little bit after Chatzot, and that should be besimcha, and not in the sadness. So the sadness is in the din part, that we want to sweeten the din part, and now after Chatzot it's already getting sweet, and we should learn a little bit of Torah, and that together should be a zechut for the building of the Bet HaMikdash bekarov. So the next halacha in the Shulchan Aruch, halacha Dalid, Seif Dalid, Tov me'at tachanunim bekavana meharbot belo kavana. Says the Shulchan Aruch, it's better to do a smaller amount of praises to Hashem, but with proper kavana, with proper intent, than doing a lot without kavana. So this is an interesting halacha because, yes, kavana is paramount, is so important. But we also have all the prayers in tefillah. Does that mean, let me just pray a little bit with kavana and then I cut out the rest? How does that work? So this is, for optional tefillah, when you say, okay, let me say, a lot of optional tehillim, etc. But maybe he says sometimes it's better, a smaller amount. Let's say you only have half an hour, optional tehillim, etc. I only have better to do a little bit with more kavanah than a lot without kavanah. And the concept here is echad hamarbeh v'echad hamamit u'bivad sheyichaven libo l'shamayim. Some people do a little bit more, some people do a little bit less, but the main thing is that your intentions are for HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Some do more, some do less, but everyone should do, of course, the maximum that they can, and have the proper kavanah. And last point he says is that a person with proper kavanah should always look at himself and say, how could I better myself? The Shulchan Aruch, the Mishnah Brura goes on a side point here of learning Mussar. The person learns how to properly behave, how to properly control his anger, his proper midot, etc. Then that is a way to dull the Yetzer Hara and to properly be in control. So he talks about this when you talk about kavanah, because I'm having intent on prayer, having intent on the words. I have to have intent on my life, and to properly get into that, he says, is by learning Sifrei Mussar. So that's the end of Halachad Dalid, and we'll continue with Halachad Hey tomorrow. Minchat tonight is at 4:25, and also tonight at Arvit we switch to Barech Alenu. Have a good day, everyone.